You're dazed by storms ahead.
Hi, it's Maddie here again with Adam Formby. In this podcast, we're going to talk about people and places you can turn to on campus if you feel your problem has become overwhelming and you're struggling to cope. Everyone is here to help you, and your problem will be taken seriously and dealt with in confidence. So Adam, if someone comes to you with a more serious problem, what's the immediate support that you can offer?
I think the first thing to do in that situation would be to engage with that person as soon as you can. And if someone comes to you with a very serious issue, such as suicidal ideation or something which is seriously affecting their life, you need to treat that with respect and importance. And as you rightly say, it's a welcoming environment. The whole idea is to make sure people feel as if they can come and speak to us. In that case particularly, if someone came with more serious concern, you would first of all make sure they have adequate support. You would be seeing them regularly, make sure they have the contact so they can speak about the issue in confidence with you. I would also just really assure them that their information wouldn't be kind of passed on to anyone else. That in confidence thing, like I said, is very, very important. I'd also just try and help them engage with the right service provision. For example, if someone has suicidal ideation, which is probably the most kind of prevalent, serious concern that we get, you need to make sure that they're speaking to the right services and they are in touch with the right people. So that at York University would mean open door services. It would also mean talking to perhaps Nightline if they want to do that, at night. And also just making sure that they could contact you if they needed to as well. You'd make sure they have your contact details so you could go and help them if needs be. And those are the main kind of point of call, really. Depending on the kind of severity or the seriousness of the concern, we would try and get them into professional kind of service provision as soon as we possibly could, really, to make sure that person had the right support straight away. So this is why it's so important for students to engage with services. They are there to help you, and essentially if you are willing to use them, they will try their best to make sure that you are helped in the best way possible.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that there's a welcoming face there, and there's also next steps to take. So definitely,
and I think it's just giving people that kind of that awareness that these things are there, and it is a very, very kind of topsy-turvy time when you come to university for many different people. Psychologically speaking, you haven't kind of settled yet. You haven't kind of found your emergence to adulthood yet, and actually that means that people have, in my view, a very intense experience. If they go through a relationship breakdown, that becomes like the biggest thing in the world. A friendship going downhill, becomes like, oh my god. And when you get older, maybe when you've kind of had a bit more perspective on life, you have more kind of experience regarding how to deal with different situations. When you're younger, perhaps you don't, and maybe that's why having services to help people kind of through these things is just so important.
Yeah, no, from a student's point of view, I can tell you that's very true. So yeah, thank you for talking to me, Adam.
Cool.